Perfect. So I got this idea from an administrator, but I want to try it. So we all have a pen, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So this is what we're going to do. It's going to be kind of like a TikTok, YouTube visual exercise. So you're going to turn your camera on. You're going to have your pen and you can drop it. Like if I like look down, Tyler's below me.
Oh, I seen those.
Yes. So I will like look down and I could drop it and Tyler could like catch it and then he can pass it to the side. So we can do it where we like pass it to the side. And for example, like if Finn's next to me, I could pass it to Finn and then he could like catch it and then he could pass it to Addison. You guys want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we all have our utensil?
I'll be back.
Okay.
My phone's joining us.
Hold up. Can I get one real quick?
Yeah. So it literally can be any writing utensil, it can be a pencil, a pen, a highlighter, any type of thing. Doesn't even have to work. It's just for the visual effect.
We're going to my office now.
Great. This is going to stimulate our brains to start thinking. And it's just a cool way for all of us to see each other and connect too. So it has a twofold purpose. Do you want to try dropping down first or do you want to try passing to the side first?
I think you should drop.
You guys want to try dropping?
Yeah, let's try dropping.
All right, Tyler, should I drop to you or should I drop to May since you're below me, but your camera's not on?
Drop to May.
Okay, ready, May? You're going to catch it. Ready? And then the front row, if you're on the top row with me right here, you guys can practice dropping it to the person below you. Ready, set, go. Good job. May caught mine. Okay, good job. All right, so do you want to try passing it to the side now? So I'm going to pass. So it works, I think, best visually as like an effect if you don't show your pencil before you get it from the person next to you. So for example, I'll take mine off screen, right? And then I'll give it to Finn. And then Finn will like pretend to catch it. He'll be like, whoa. Okay, ready? So we're going to start.
I'm going to drop it to Addie.
Okay, you drop it to Addie. Good job. All right, I'm going to pass it to Finn and then we'll like snake it down. Ready? All right, here you go, Finn. Grab the pencil. Good job. Now pass it to Delilah. Delilah, catch it. And then you can pass. Did you get it, Delilah? Here, I'll give it to you. Good job. Now give it to Miss McKenna. You can drop it down. McKenna can catch it. Wonderful. Oh, that was good. Okay, McKenna, you can give it to Miss May. You want to pass it to the side? Oh, yes. May, grab that pen. May, you want to give it to Addison? Yes, drop it down. Yay, we did it. Good job, guys. That's awesome. That was fun. I liked that. That was really cool. Okay, we're going to still do a mindful minute. Again, what's the purpose of a mindful minute? Why do we do it?
Setting a goal. Set a goal.
Beautiful. A goal could be, I'm going to complete all my classwork today. Today you have very minimal classwork. So for my class, it is definitely doable. A goal could be, you're going to be 100% focused during most of your classes, right? Or hopefully all of your classes. So here we go. Mindful minute time. Oops. Close.
In our world today, we've been trained to believe that.
I get the weirdest ad.
Beautiful. That mindful minute was beautiful.
Yes. Here we go. All right, let's get started. So some quick housekeeping things. Okay. So some quick things just to kind of refresh. I made this really cool feature on the Canvas homepage because I felt like students sometimes need help, but I know especially, let me turn my camera on. I know especially if you are on a Google Meet call, you're not going to maybe sometimes want to ask for help or be comfortable asking for help, especially when it's your whole class on the Meet, right? So what I did is I created a button on our homepage, and it's called Individual Student Conference Sign Up. So if you click it, it'll take you to this. Give me a moment. Perfect. If you click it, it'll take you to this Google form, and this is for this week. So it states, do you want to meet one-on-one with me for help to go over your class grade, assignments, or just to ask questions? So you're going to sign up for a time slot, and it has all the times that I'm available. So you can put your first and last name, and then there's a drop-down menu, and it has different times. And the really cool part about this, let's pretend I'm a student, and my name is Finner. Let's just pretend my name's Finner. Not really pretend. And I say, okay, I want to meet Monday from 2:20 to 2:50. If I click that and then someone else tries to take that time, it disappears. So you can never be scheduled as the same time as another student. So it's really cool because it'll eliminate the times that are taken. So you can see like up to date what I have available. Times are during my office hours, which are overlapping with some of your SRT times, as well as after school. And then you have the third drop down of why you would like to meet. So you can meet to discuss your class grade, to retake a quiz or test, or if you just need help with an assignment, or more generally, if you just have questions and it's not over something very specific. So you can tell me why you want to have the meeting, pick a time, and then I will look at this at the end of each day, and I will give you guys via Canvas and your inbox, I will send you a link for the Google Meet for you, for your one-on-one. How's that sound? Is that going to be helpful, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you are shy or you just need help and you don't want the world to know, like this is just between you and I, no one else sees this, so it's very anonymous. You just put your name so I know who to send the link to and I know who I'm meeting with, but no one else will see it. So that's something really cool that I was really excited about. The other thing I wanted to show you was, I think it's this. Yes, so I uploaded this to Canvas this morning. I had the permission of a student. This is last week's character chart assignment over Scrooge. So I'm completely caught up with grading. Everything from our unit, A Christmas Carol, has been graded. Last night, I also graded all of your projects, papers, and quizzes /tests from A Monster Calls. So I didn't grade any of the classwork yet, but I wanted to get the big grades in the grade book for the grade update today, because remember, grades get updated Thursday at 8 a.m. So a lot of students really struggled with this. Some didn't. Some did an excellent job. And some, I think, were just a bit confused. So do you guys want to go over the student example really quickly together? Yes? No? Maybe so?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, I had permission to use this, and I uploaded it onto Canvas. Obviously, don't copy what she had said, because I'll know. But use this to kind of help you visualize what this is going to look like if you got a 20 out of 20. So for Scrooge's actions, so you're trying to find evidence that show who he is, who his character is through his actions. And she said the one-word character trait to describe his actions are selfish. And I think that's an excellent one-word character trait to use to describe his actions. And this is her piece of evidence that shows that his actions are selfish. She said, I'd rather see myself dead than see myself with your family. I really like this because it's a short quote. It's one sentence. It really is relevant to showing that he's quite selfish. And she cited it properly. She has quotation marks, a parenthesis, the author last name, page number, and parenthesis period. So that is excellent. Some students cited it like this. If you want to be extra fancy, totally fine with the act, the scene, and the lines. If you did that, I still gave you full credit as long as you did it properly. And then lastly, she explains her evidence. So she said, okay, this is how my evidence shows that he's selfish. The evidence shows Scrooge is a selfish man who would rather be by himself than with others during the holidays. What do you guys think? Is that pretty good?
Yeah.
It's not super long. It doesn't need to be super lengthy. It just needs to be relevant and to the point. So let's look at, again, what he looks like. Again, this is an excellent job. And a lot of you guys did excellent work too. And I said, hey, can I use yours as student examples? I did that for a lot of students because yours were all very good. A lot of you, especially in this class, had some really good answers, and I was very proud. So another one-word character trait to describe what Scrooge looks like, she said unfriendly. I thought that was great. Here's her evidence. A squeezing, wrenching, grasping, scraping, clutching, covetous old sinner, secret and self-contained and solitary as an oyster. Again, just great writing, but she picked a really good quote and she cited it properly, so excellent there. And then she explained how her quote supports the character trait of him being unfriendly. She stated, this evidence shows that Scrooge is a very closed-off person who doesn't talk to many people. So again, you can read it on your own for the effects on others, reactions, and thoughts. But she did a great job of not repeating the same character traits. Her evidence was all cited properly. So if you're struggling with that still, check out her example. And notice when she explains her evidence, she always has a capital letter at the beginning of the sentence, a period, and she capitalizes proper nouns like Scrooge's name and the holiday of Christmas. So any questions about this assignment at all?
No.
No.
Okay, awesome. If you did not get a perfect score of 20 out of 20, what I did is I gave you comments as to why you didn't get a perfect score. So you can use those comments to guide your thinking. And again, you can always discuss this with me in a one-on-one conference if you'd like that as well. All right, so today's assignment. So today's assignment is going to be due on Monday. All the English teachers were trying to give you guys more spread out assignments versus one assignment each day because I know that you guys are probably feeling the heat with remote learning and all of your activities, right? A little bit. Guys feeling overwhelmed a little bit?
Yeah. Sometimes.
A little bit.
Yes. So hopefully you're using that weekly checklist that I have on my homepage so that at least for my class, you can check off your assignments each day that you need to complete. And you can also make copies of that and then erase the English assignments and fill it out for your other classes. So just a thought. Today, though, we're working with theme. Anyone remember what a theme statement is? I know it's been a while. I'm going to cover up the definition. Theme statements. Do we remember theme?
It kind of means like the moral of the story, what it talks about. Like sometimes the theme could be a life lesson or something having to do with something else.
That's so beautiful. Snaps, crackle, pops, props. Awesome job. Yes. So a theme can be the meaning, the life lesson, or the moral of a story. It's also, too, what the writer's message to the audience is. And remember, a theme should be universal, meaning it should apply to me, to you, to your grandpa, to someone who lives in another country, right? So since it should be universal and it should be applicable to everyone, it cannot include character names from the play, plot details, and you don't want it to include one-word subjects. Like you can't say the theme is friendship or the theme is love. We'll talk about theme later, so I'm going to kind of just skip over that for now and we'll return to it because today you're only finding evidence. You're not yet writing your theme statement. So if you click here, let's see, the ghost lesson assignment, it looks like this. And I've given you the theme statements. So each ghost that is visiting Scrooge is going to impart a lesson on him or a moral. So today we're going to read Act 1, Scene 5, and today we're going to finish Act 1. So that's like a huge accomplishment. You're finishing the first act of a longer play, so that's awesome. But today we're going to read about the Ghost of Christmas Past. So here's the theme statement that you're going to be trying to find evidence to support. The theme is, what happens in the past affects how you are in the future. I'll say it one more time. What happens in the past affects how you are in the future. So you're going to find today, while we're reading Act 1, Scene 5, one piece of textual evidence that shows that what happened to Scrooge in his past now has kind of affected or has proved him to act the way he does now in the present. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah. Yeah.
So all you're doing today, the only thing, this is due what day again?
Monday the 14th.
Yes, Monday the 14th. Excellent job. Snaps, crackle, pop, props for listening. Great job. So you're going to only today find one piece of textual evidence, and all I'm looking for is that you find a relevant piece of evidence, which means that it directly supports this theme statement here, and that you cite it properly, okay? Questions for me today. So you're only doing box 1 today, and then we'll work on the other boxes as we go. Sound cool?
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to, again, pull up your textbook. Something to note is that it always, see how it always like logs me out of my session? So when I start the reading, I'm going to start it from the top of a page, but it won't be directly the beginning of Scene 5. You'll have a little bit to listen to, which is the tail end or the end of Act 1, Scene 4. It's not a huge deal, but just if you're following along. Let's see. So I go to ClassLink, and again, this is just a very quick tutorial. Anyone have issues logging into your textbook? Did you guys have a chance to play around with it? Hopefully watch the YouTube video. We're good on accessing the textbook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. And again, the PDF is there if you can't access it or if you need additional help. That would be something great to schedule again, a one-on-one conference with me, and we can go over that. All right, it left me where I had left off with my previous class, so I'm going to go to the side, and we're going to start on page, I went a little too far. We're starting on page 441, 441, 441. And as you can see, do you see how Scene 5 starts like halfway through the page? But if I click the audio, it's going to start reading at the top. So that's totally fine. Just to recap what is going on as it starts the reading. The ghost of Christmas past, who is half what? This is a weird ghost. What is this ghost? Do we remember? Let's
The
see.
mix between an old man and a child.
Yes. No, you do not. Great job, Finn. This completes the first box. Only. Snaps, crackle, pop, props to you, Finn. Yes. Mix of an old man and a child. So this ghost of Christmas past has come into Scrooge's bedroom, whoosh, flipped the curtains in his 4-post bed and surprised him. And now they're going to travel to Scrooge's past in Scene 5. So I'm going to start the audio. Again, it's going to start at the top of the page. I'm going to turn my camera off and we'll get started. And that's where I will stop my recording as well.